We are back in the United States of America, going to our first closing. Been back a couple days now, and so this closing here, bought it for $173, sold it to Opendoor. We purchased this property I think about October 15th, and now we're November 15th, so about a month of holding it, and now we're selling it to Opendoor, the big hedge fund, big buyer. Bought it for $173, and I guess we'll go see what we sold it for, because I actually forgot exactly what we sold it for, but I believe we sold it around like $330 net to us, right? They give you an offer of $350, but after all their commissions and fees, maybe I think it's around like $320, $330. So we'll go check it out. After we get the HUD, we'll come back and do a little recap. All right, so we're leaving the second closing here today. This one, again, another one for Opendoor. This was a lead I believe we got from an SMS campaign. Paid $310,000. Excuse me, sold it to Opendoor for roughly like $345. But it was a quick, you know, like 45-day closing. I think there might have been even less than that, like exactly a month too, 30 days. But anyway, so we'll go check out the other. We got the other closing docs. But yeah, so this one was about a $39,000 deal. Pretty simple. Just did a quick clean out. Probably spent $500 cleaning it out. Wasn't a lot of stuff in there. And then yeah, just sold it straight to Opendoor, and we're on to the next one, just like this one over here, which we get the settlement statement out. Taking that slow walk over here. I guess the big thing now though, guys, about Opendoor is they are not giving you a final offer, a net offer, until you're on the title of the property. Now before, technically they were supposed to do that, but we had our contact with Opendoor that would allow us, to, let me get another document. My shirt's freaking too small, so, but that's what happens when you go to Europe, man. You gain that extra 30 pounds, but hopefully not that much. But anyway, Opendoor, they do not allow to give you the final offer until that you show ownership. Again, our guy before would find a way to do that for us. He was like, oh, I'll just give you guys a net offer. And so now it's going to make things a lot more tricky, because before, most of the time I would know what their final net offer would be, and I would be more than, you know, then I have all the leverage to close. I know this is their final offer. I would sign a PAS, and then I would close on the property like a day or two later. Now it's a lot more risk in it, because I've done probably 10 or 12 deals Opendoor, and I would say at least half of them, they come down in price. Now sometimes they only come down $5 grand, sometimes they come down like 40 grand in price. So now you're gonna have to take on that risk, and I'm not gonna take that risk on. I only will buy a deal for sure 100% that I can make 30 grand on MLS with, and then I could just use Opendoor as an exit strategy. So that's a difference now that they implemented like a week ago, and today's the 15th of November, so, or 16th. So last week, around the 10th or 11th, they came into us and said, yeah, we can't do that anymore. So that's gonna change things up, but hey, we just gotta adapt. So here's the other closing we got. This is the one we were going to originally on the video. This one as well was an SMS lead. I looked it up again. I think I told you guys already. We bought it for like 172, 173. Sold it to them roughly 320, 330. And so it was a great closing. Same thing, we bought it at around the same day. I think both these closings were bought around the same day, and they closed on the same day. But again, SMS leads. A big tip here about some SMS stuff that Chandler, you know, my integrator operations guy, came up with. We were just following up with our SMS leads. We would text them, you know, let's say the 1st of November, and then on Launch Control, our texting service, it allows you to follow up with that anybody that doesn't answer, right? So if I send 1,000 people, hey, do you want to sell your house? Well, reality is only about 200 answer and say no, yes, screw you, whatever. Even if they just answer, it's probably around 200-300 people. You know, response rates are about, yeah, they're about 13, 15, 20%. So you might only get 150 responses out of that 1,000. Now, what happened to the other 850 people that did not answer? And what we would do in Launch Control, they allow you after 30 days to do a follow-up text to those people that never answered. But what we figured out now, and what Chandler came up with, is that we have 4 Launch Control accounts. So what we do now is we text them on the one account every day for 7 days. We text them on the one account every day for 7 days. Then we use the next account and we add anyone that doesn't answer to the next account. So we got Launch Control 1, we'll text them, right? And then Launch Control 2, 7 days later, we'll text them on the Launch Control 2 account. Then we'll, you know, again, these are people that don't even answer. And then we'll do it for the 3rd and the 4th account. So by the time the 30-day follow-up for Launch Control is in, we already texted them, you know, roughly every week of the time. So when that follow-up comes in, it's just refreshing. It's like 5 weeks in a row of texting. So again, I know I'm talking a lot, but you text them the first week, and usually you wouldn't be able to follow up with those leads that didn't answer until 30 days later. But instead now, Chandler is exporting every week the people that didn't answer. So out of those 850 people that didn't answer in our example, week 2, he's gonna upload them into our another Launch Control account. So now they look like they're new leads, not follow-up leads. So 850 will get texted again, and now maybe, let's say another 150 answer. So now, week 3, Chandler's gonna export the remaining 700 people that didn't answer the first campaign, right? So we started out with 1,000, 150 answers, so we're down to 850. Then the second week we texted 850 and 150 answered again, so now we're at 700. So week 3, we're gonna send 700 new text as like new leads to those people. And then let's say again, week 3, only 150 answered. Then by week 4, you guys get it. You know, he's gonna send 550 texts because only 150 people answered out of the 700, right? I think I'm doing my math right. So out of that 700, only 150 answered. So you're at 550. And so that's week 4. And then by the time week 5 comes around, it's already been a month, and Launch Control lets us use the first account to do a follow-up text. I know it sounds confusing as heck, but this right here has helped us gain about 2 or 3, I think it's like doubled our SMS leads in the last month. So very useful tip. If you guys are confused by that, which I'm sure I probably did a terrible job explaining, leave a question down below and I'll go over it in more detail. But anyway, so here we are, 2 closings roughly, both with Opendoor. We're roughly making 50 grand on this one, and you know, another 30 on that one. So, you know, about 80 grand today. Very good day. First day back at the closing table. We're happy. Remember guys, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.